Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my IGTV series all about nutrition. Today I am making breakfast, so a good quality cooked breakfast that you can enjoy. So it's going to be packed with good carbs, really good quality fats, and also good quality protein. So the three things that we need to have in our meals, trying to get each of them into every meal is the priority, so that you can get as many nutrients and a variety of the different types into each meal. So today I'm going to take you along with me while I put together a nice quality cooked breakfast. So sweet potato, this is where I'm getting my carbs from, really good quality carbohydrate, and all I'm going to do is chop it up really thin and cook it in the pan with some oil. So I'm going to get onto that straight away because that takes a little bit longer than everything else. The other thing too is, from what I've heard, I'm not the expert or anything, so if I say something today that you're not quite sure on, just let me know, and because I'm not the expert, I'm just teaching you what I know and what I eat, what I've learned that's good for me, but I'm definitely open to learning more. So I'm going to keep the skin on. All I do is just wash it. I've got an organic sweet potato here. So apparently the skin and stuff that we peel off has a lot of nutrients in it. So I'm going to keep that on and just give it a good wash under the water. So I've just cut the sweet potato up into little sticks, because the smaller it is, the quicker it will cook. And you know, we're all time poor in life, so we want to make sure that we're not spending an hour in the kitchen. So all I'm going to do is I've put the pan on. I'm going to put some butter in the pan, because butter, let me come back to the butter actually. Let me get these sweet potatoes on. I've just got those sweet potatoes on. Now I wanted to tell you a little bit about butter because that's going to take a little bit of time. So butter, really good in saturated fat. So you want to get pure butter. This is basically the organic salted butter from Coles or Woolies, whichever one it is. And all it is pure cream and probably a bit of salt because it's salted. So, good in saturated fats. I know that we've been told forever that we shouldn't eat fats or like butter, things like that, pure cream, blah, blah, blah. But you can, if you get the whole pure version of it, it's actually really good for you. So there are obviously some butters and creams and things like that that have a whole bunch of additives, and they're the ones you need to stay away from. Stay away from the ones that say they're low fat as well, because you want the whole pure butter. Now, good in saturated fats, actually good for your cholesterol, which is another myth as well. So there are certain cholesterols that are good for you, and this one is essential for your cholesterol metabolism. I'm, again, not the expert. This is just what I've learned. What else? It's just like a good quality fat as well. Basically, it makes your food taste good too. So it's satisfying. It's got obviously calcium and vitamin D, which go hand in hand together. Obviously, vitamin D helps the calcium work, as far as I know. And vitamin A, what else? I think that's about it, but I'm sure there's plenty of other benefits to it, but pure butter is actually really good, pure cream as well. Okay, so the sweet potato is coming along nicely. I've just got it cooking on like medium high in the pan with some butter and salt and pepper. So once it's getting a little bit soft, I'm gonna pop it into the oven. Let me preheat the oven. So you just need the oven on low just to keep it warm and cook it fully through. Now, what else am I having? I'm gonna have kale. So I've got some organic kale here. You can get it from Coles and Woolies. Obviously, organic stuff costs a little bit more, So you want to make sure that you're going to use the whole thing. You don't want to waste your money. So if you're going to buy a whole thing of kale, then you need to plan your meals and include kale in them. So breakfast is a really good way because crispy kale, if you've not had crispy kale, then you are missing out. So really, I'm just going to cook that in the pan with some oil as well. Now, kale is super nutrient dense. Like, it's, you know, one of those dark leafy greens that people talk about and say you should eat. I don't like it fresh. I like it cooked or in like a frittata or something like that is really good. So kale, really, really good. I know you're probably like, oh, kale, blah, blah, blah. But cook it in a pan with some butter or coconut oil or avocado oil, something like that, and crisp it up. Yum, yum, yum. So it's got omega-3 fatty acids. It's got a whole bunch of vitamins like vitamin K, vitamin B, vitamin C. Obviously it's got magnesium and calcium, that kind of stuff in it. It's really good in antioxidants and like all the properties like cancer fighting, blood pressure, like lowering your blood pressure, anti-inflammatory, all that kind of stuff. So get on top of your kale. Doesn't take long to cook. So what else have I got? I'm also gonna cook some halloumi, which is where I'm getting some of my protein from because I'm also having some eggs. So halloumi is really good. Let me chop this up while I talk about it. So halloumi has protein, calcium, so it's good for bone health. It's got some good fats in there. Obviously, if you're cooking it in fat, then there's extra fat. So just be aware of that. But you can cook it in a little bit of butter or something in the pan and get it a little bit brown on the outside. So I just literally, let me put you here so you can see that. So I literally just cut some slices. Probably just 3 is enough because I'm gonna have all this other good stuff as well. So there's the halloumi. Now my eggs. Obviously you guys know that eggs are really good. Proteins, fats, keep you full, really good for you. But I'm going to whisk them up and make a bit of a scramble omelette type thing. Sometimes I don't really know what I'm making until I get the stuff out of the fridge and then I figure it out as I go. Avocado also for the side, really good quality fat. Don't have to buy organic avocados because I have a really hard skin. Apparently that does protect the inside. That's my breakfast, simple as that. I've got eggs, kale, halloumi, avocado and sweet potato. So I've got a mixture of everything going on here. Carbs, good fats and good proteins. So yeah, I might put the halloumi in now that the sweet potato is probably nearly done. Let me just check it actually. Okay, so the halloumi is, the sweet potato is just about done. Crisped up really nicely. I like to get it a little bit brown, so it's nice and crispy, and I'm just gonna pop that into the oven. My eggs ready. So basically to make like scrambled eggs or like a bit of an omelette or something, I just whisk 2 eggs, salt and pepper, Bob's your uncle. Seriously, you don't need to add milk and cream and all the things that people add to eggs. In fact, it takes away from the taste of the eggs and I don't like milk. So I used to do that obviously because that's what I learned growing up. That's what my mum does, that's what my mother-in-law does, that's what most people do, add milk or something, but you don't need to. You can literally just whisk eggs and there you go, there's your eggs. So I've just poured my eggs in and I'm literally just going to scramble them. nothing fancy. Literally just scrambled. See how rich in color those are? Like when you don't add any cream, you get to appreciate the color of eggs. Like it literally takes like 30 seconds to cook scrambled eggs. Like it's practically ready. So there you go, super quick, super easy. Now I have made quite a big breakfast here. So what I'll probably do is keep some of the sweet potato, let's call them chips, sweet potato chips, for a snack later. So I'll keep them, have them. Avocado. Don't you just love it when you open an avocado and it is perfect? So I'm just going to plate everything up and make it look all pretty because I love doing that. That's part of my creative thing. And there we go, my breakfast is ready. I'm just gonna get myself a knife and fork. So there you go, a fully nutritious, big breaky, super healthy, no meat. Yeah, mostly plant-based, obviously except for the halloumi. So give it a go. I'll pop all the stuff in the comments and yeah, give it a go. How good does this look? Nutrient-packed breakfast. Just got to add some salt and pepper and I'm done. Well, I think I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was so yummy, and like I just wanted to jump back on and tell you guys how delicious that was, because I feel like lately I haven't been enjoying my food that much. Like I've been a little bit stressed out and busy and all the things, and I'm kind of just whipping stuff together and not really giving my food a lot of love and thought. So the other thing that I wanted to share with you guys is a good habit to get into is when you sit down to a meal, you get rid of your phone. Like your phone can be here, but you're not on your phone, you're not replying to people, you're not texting people, you're not watching something, you're not scrolling, nothing. You are simply present with your food and enjoying your meal. Yeah, there's another tip in this video. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you learned. If you learned about pure butter, if you learned something good about kale, if you learned about like how you can whip something together so quickly. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know and I'll see you in my next video.